Hello, my name is Alex, and I'm a representative from Chicago Area Peace Action. In March of 2015, the United States and Saudi Arabia jointly planned and carried out the illegal military invasion of the country of Yemen. Just a few months before that, the most popular political party in the country, a group called the Houthis, had taken over the government in a revolution that lasted only a few days and in which 40 to 340 were estimated to be killed, most all of them fighters, after years of non-violent popular protests were met with state violence in turn. Because the Houthis had never attacked the US or Saudi Arabia, and because the mission for this invasion across borders, according to Obama officials, was to reinstate a desired president for the country, it is a crime called aggression in international law. Now, in the air invasion, 150,000 people have been estimated killed by combat, 67% of them by Saudi-US coalition airstrikes. 12%, about 2,000 airstrikes, directly targeted civilians. A full two-thirds were on unknown or non-military targets, all while the U.S. military command was tracking every airstrike and jointly planning them with the coalition. Few Americans know that their country is waging this war at all. U.S. corporations like Boeing provide up to 85% of the bombs used in the Saudi air invasion, as well as all the planes. And American pilots spent 10,000 hours in the air refueling Saudi planes to keep them dropping those bombs. The U.S. military training mission to Saudi Arabia is the largest of any in the world, and the Senate, Congress, and CIA have said that without American participation, the Saudi Air Force would be grounded in a matter of weeks or months. There's something even worse, though. Before the war, Yemen was bringing in 80% of its food to survive through its shipping ports. Shortly after the invasion, Saudi and U.S. ships began a naval blockade, stopping incoming ships, including those carrying food and medicine, in order to check for weapons going to the Houthis, in accordance with the United Nations Security Council order, written in part by the United States ambassador. This was while the U.S. was the largest provider of weapons into that war. The blockade began turning back ships with food and medicine on them, with the effect of choking off the food supply for the entire country. With the U.S. Navy and USAID cooperating in the embargo, more than 18 million people, almost the entire population, is facing starvation, causing another estimated 200,000 deaths from hunger and its related preventable diseases like cholera. All of this together has led the UN to call Yemen the world's worst humanitarian situation since 1945. Several U.S. scholars have already called this genocide. However, the official U.S. leader in Yemen said there was no blockade. If this is what's going on and our leaders are causing it, why don't we know about it? From 2015 to the start of 2019, Americans spent 5 billion hours watching television, each person averaging 1,700 hours of news. And after all that, according to the only poll on the subject, 1 in 3 have never heard of the worst case of human extermination going on the planet right now. Close to two-thirds didn't know that the U.S. had any involvement whatsoever. We're paying for this genocide with more than our taxes. For example, the Chicago Teachers Pension Fund currently has invested more than $50 million out of the paychecks of Chicago's public school teachers into Boeing and Lockheed Martin, unknowingly helping them supply bombs to the war. How can you help? Donating relief aid, like you're doing today, is one of the best things that you can do. You guys should all be very proud that you've done something. But there's more. Writing to your senators and congresspeople to stop the U.S. role in the war, or asking your parents and pension funds to take their money out of weapons companies like Boeing and Lockheed. This war cannot go on if we as Americans together say no. Thank you very much. If you'd like to see the sources used for this presentation, please contact me at hafti77@gmail.com. And great job today.